Hi, and welcome to Friday's edition. We're going to be talking about trade deals today, what's been announced this week with India and Switzerland. We're going to have a look at some winners' risk opportunities, obviously for UK businesses. So let's get straight into it. It's very important. Again, our usual challenges with our lovely Gamma trying to change it. So the bigger picture, obviously, UK secured two good deals. So let's not underestimate it. It's what we do with that and how businesses react to that. One of the biggest challenges we find with any businesses, not really knowing what the trade deal, consists of. So rules of origin, commodities, all these kind of things. So look at India. India, the forecast, these are government figures or predictions. Bilateral trade forecast to increase 25 billion per year by 2040. That's a significant amount of increase. UK GDP expected to increase by 4.8 billion annually. So lots of opportunities there. Tariff reductions across manufacture, great access for UK services and investments. UK Switzerland trade deal, again expected to generate an additional 5.2 billion in UK exports. Bilateral trade forecast to increase by around 25%. Strong focus on services, again very strong on the services and digital. So we're not just talking manufacturing today. What do we see in our scorecard when we've been analysing it? India, FTA, key business benefits, reduced tariffs, improved market access, huge market, better investment certainty, great opportunities for UK providers, increased professional mobility, an enhanced digital trade cooperation. That'll be quite interesting when it sets us going with really greens apart from really food and drink, which we give an amber, but all the others we give green. We think manufacturers excellent, automotive strong, pharmaceuticals excellent, digital and AI service excellent, professional services major opportunity, food and drink growing opportunities. So we just kind of didn't put food and drink in that green. We thought it's a growing opportunity, and we'll come back to that. Switzerland, again, we saw manufacturing actually in the amber. So again, we had food and drink in the other amber. On this, we're seeing financial services really strong, consultancy. Hopefully, people like themselves might have some opportunities there. Pharmaceuticals, legal services, engineering, all around the excellent and outstanding. Manufacturing's good, so we're not saying anything's wrong with that. Interesting key points here: visa-free business visits up to 90 days, easier movement of professionals, removal of mobile roaming charges, access to Swiss e-gates for UK travellers. I know it sounds bizarre, but obviously be travelling out there, it's good to see what the opportunities are. Simplified staff transfers and improved digital trade. So again, some benefits we're going to see within Switzerland. And again, it's a really good opportunity. I've worked in Switzerland just pretty on off. I've obviously been at the WTO as well, doing some training there. And you just see the opportunities within Switzerland, you really do. So again, some great opportunities there. What businesses, what should we be thinking of? Well, let's think about it two areas. Exporters, review your savings. If there's any savings, check your rules of origin, very important. Recalculate your landing costs. So what's your landing cost? It's your transport. Who's doing your Incoterms, very important. Who's controlling this? Again, your landing cost is to do with your duties, your taxes and everything else. But what is your landing cost to that customer depending on your transport cost and your Incoterms? Review your pricing, as we said, identify new customer disputes, update export documentation. So again, just being there. Services, explore expansion opportunities, review mobility rules, build local partnerships, develop market entry, review international contracts, train sales team on new agreements. Again, that's an area that I should be looking at, when we talk about these opportunities within the service side. Again, access, review tariffs, rules and origin, plan, set price in the market entry, and execute, update, docs, train, teams, expand. So again, you're following a pattern. It's very important. We talk a lot about this in our trade intelligence hub, about having all the key elements in the ecosystem that all works within tangent that allows you to grow that business very successfully. Again, our verdict, 4.5 out of 5 per India. I would have thought it'd be higher than that, but it scored it. And it scored Switzerland actually 5 out of 5, one of the strongest service focused agreements that the UK has negotiated. Oh, hallelujah. Again, a lot of these opportunities, again, we've just got to take it and get the right people involved in giving people the opportunities. That's where it dies a death. It's very frustrating when you're trying to expand, not seeing these opportunities. How do the deals compare? So UK, India, strengths manufacturing, automotive, pharmaceuticals, digital, professional services, 25.5 billion trade growth by 2040. Switzerland strengths financial services, legal, consultancy, engineering, technology. 5.2 additional exports, 25% plus on trade growth. So both greens represent landmark opportunities. The India FTA delivers scale and manufacturing depth, while the Swiss agreement sets new benchmark services. So we're trying to balance it. We're not just purely talking about manufacturing here. Again, trade agreements do create, well, they don't create exports. It's the businesses that do that. But again, you need that support. So again, have a look at where that support is. We can help you, but ours is more from a trade intelligence hub. We can get all the back end of all that sorted out for you and use the people then to develop, find opportunities in distributors. Yes, we can do training, your staff on exports, imports, rules of origin, commodity cores, sales growth, sales opportunities, Incoterms, all these key areas. But ultimately, you're the people driving this. See where the opportunities are. Again, visit our website, visit our YouTube channel. That's all we want. And please give us some feedback on what you've seen today. But thanks for joining us. That was quick. And we'll see you next week with any updates on the Trade Intelligence weekly newsletter. Thank you.